All right, I think there we go. I think we're good now. We should be live. All right, we should be good. Hello, Quack. Why is my OBS going there? All right, audio should be good. Everything should be good. Today we're back again. Today we're beating another Extreme Demon, of course. All right, everything should be good. All right, let's open our daily chest real quick. Nothing good. All right, as you know, last stream we beat Stella Luna. This stream, we're gonna beat a different Extreme Demon called Sigma Interface, like Platnu. This is much higher. Well, not much higher. It's still pretty low on the list, but it's 938. Stella Luna was like 1,100, so this is like 200 spaces above Stella Luna. This is gonna be a second hardest for me because my current hardest is Bloodbath. So this will be a second hardest for me. So I'm kind of scared. I'm hoping this doesn't take more than 3 days. I have played this a lot. I've been wanting to beat this for forever now. And I finally decided, yeah, this is the time we should do it. But yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't take more than 3 days. This level is a little difficult than most of the stuff I've beaten, but it doesn't seem that bad. So I've been wanting to beat this for a while. Like, I have a lot of attempts just playing in practice. And I already have 6% from 0 because I guess I played from 0 once. But yeah, this level is pretty short. It's about the same length as Stella Luna, only 11 seconds longer. It feels shorter though. But yeah, today we're going to be beating this. My goal, I want to try to maybe get this in 2 runs today. Probably won't happen, but yeah, I think today I want to get the drop, I guess, to 100. All right, let me turn up the music. I had it down because of the menu music so loud. All right, yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't take more than 3 days. I'm definitely not going to beat this in 1 day. Like, definitely not. If I do, it would take like 4 hours. But yeah, this beginning's kind of difficult, but it's the beginning, so like it's whatever. A lot of people say this beginning's like the hardest part. It doesn't seem like the hardest part from when I played. We'll get to the hardest part in a bit. But yeah, up from like the beginning to here is like the beginning part. A lot of people say that all of that is the hardest part. I personally don't think so. Then we get to this ship. The ship is not that bad. This wave though is actually pretty difficult. It's not like it's only a couple clicks. It's mainly those 2 mini wave clicks. And then this is a little difficult. It starts to ramp up. It starts off pretty easy and it gets harder and harder throughout the level goes. But the beginning is a little harder than some parts. This blue orb is like so hard. I'm definitely gonna die here from 0 a good 50 times. Yeah, this whole section's kind of difficult. Then it slows down, it gets a little easier. Like, this green orb hold and release is a little tricky, though. Then you have this robot, and this is where I call, like, the drop. This is where it starts getting difficult. This blue orb click is so hard. I don't know how to do it consistently. I'm also going to turn off shake because it shakes so much at this part, and it's hard to see what I'm doing. Yeah, alright, here I think is the hardest part of the whole level. This ship is so hard. You got to do like a really hard release. This release is so hard, and then the rest of it. But this one release is so difficult. But then the rest of the level is pretty easy. Actually, this UFO, you have to do like a triple click. You have to fall. You gotta go 1, 2, 3. Fall. You have to click. This clicks so hard, and then 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it just doesn't work once you get into the ship, because you're supposed to just hold the ship, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah, and then the rest of the level is kind of easy. But there is this swing copter here, which I might die to because I hate swing copter. The swing copter is actually pretty difficult. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, and then you have to do like a weird transition into this. I did not mean to delete my start position or my practice. Yeah, this swing copter is so hard. And it's right at the end of the level too. If it was not at the end of the level, it would be whatever, but it's right at the end of the level. Into a transition where you have to like go down and come in without hitting that spike. And then that's the end. You get the end screen, which lasts for like 10% of the level. But yeah, I've been wanting to beat this for a while. So, yeah. Let's go into a start position. My goal is to get from that like really hard ship release to 100. My goal is, I'm gonna show you. My goal is probably to get the drop to 100 today. And then maybe do a couple runs from 0. Let me disable Shake, actually. I do not want to beat this with Shake. Alright, let's learn the swing copter. It's so weird because there's basically 2 of the same like structures, but there's like, it's kind of hard to explain. So this one you have to like 1, 2. And then it's the same thing here, but this one you have to click faster. So it's like the same thing, but different. And it's hard for me to memorize. There we go. That's 83 to 100. Yeah, it's the first like 2 clicks and these 2 clicks. I always hit that spike there because I'm hitting way too early. Dude, if I died to the last swing copter, that would be fine. But if I died to the last ship, oh, that would be bad. Yeah, this last swing copter is very hard. Same with this click. All right, let's do the last swing copter like 10 times. Let's do this to 100 like a good amount of times real quick. Because I don't ever want to die here. All right, there we go. All right, again. I just gotta remember to click very fast, like on these 2. I don't know if you can see my mouse. All right, I'll do it a couple more times. All right, I think we got it. All right, now there's a lot of spam. This might be the hardest part, actually. I just did it, though. And I died to swing copter. Yeah, I wish it didn't start at this wave. I wish it started at the UFO. All right, I'm going to go into practice. I don't know why the start position starts here. No, that was almost this UFO to 100. The UFO is not that bad besides this click because I think it's like inconsistent because you have to click the green or not the green orb. What am I saying? The blue orb. You have to hit the blue orb the same every single time to get, like, if you click it a little later, then it's going to be different going down that attempt. No, bro. Bro, if I die to that ship, bro, that ship is not that hard, but sometimes I just die to it. I gotta remember. You gotta... Bro, this swing copter is so hard. Bro, I hope, like, Stella Luna, I can just fluke this ending. Bro, the crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure this level was supposed to be like... Yo, I'm stuttering like crazy. Wait, let me lock in. Let me lock in, bro. Alright. Anyways, I was saying that I'm pretty sure this level was going to be a minute longer. Like, it's so short, and I'm pretty sure it was supposed to have 1 more minute of gameplay. So this would be much higher on the list if it had, like, same difficulty as this, but plus 1 more minute. Bro, this would be, like, Bloodbath difficulty, probably. I'm starting to get consistent at this UFO. This swing copter, though, I just can't do. This swing copter is so hard. I did it, like, 3 times in a row, but I don't know. Swing copter's so inconsistent, bro. If you click one click, like, off from your click pattern, then the whole rest of the part is just messed up. You have to do everything perfectly. Alright, nice. That is 72 to 100. Alright. Bro, this release or this hold is so difficult. I don't know when you have to click it. And then you go into a straight fly, but it's weird because you hit a block. So, like, you, like, bounce downwards. I mean, without it, this part going into that straight fly would be, like, impossible, but still. I feel like it's inconsistent. No! I clicked a little too late there. Yeah, I'm 100% gonna die to this release, like, once. Or even into that straight fly. I might die there, too, that wave. It's like 4 back-to-back, like, really hard clicks. Dude, this is hard. This is easily... I think this is probably the hardest part. Because you have to release perfectly there, and then once you go there, it's so weird because you hit your head on that, and with ship, if you hit your head on something, it, like, bounces you downwards, and it's really weird. Dude, and this wave click's also kind of difficult. Dude, I didn't think this wave click would be hard. I think it's hard because it moves. Nice, wait. We already got, what was that? 63 to 100? What is that? 60 to 100? 60 to 100. No, we started here, so 63 to 100. Alright, let's try to get this to 100. Dude, this wave click's actually kind of hard. I did not think this wave click would be hard. I thought it would just be the ship part of it. I think it's because it moves, and you have to go earlier. You have to release earlier than it looks like because it moves. Yeah, you have to release because I think this moves down while this moves down. I don't know. Aw. Sorry about that. You gotta go a little higher into that portal. Dude, this is hard. I feel like a lot of some of the difficulty, at least in this part, is because everything's moving. So it's kind of hard to see where you have to click. Like the ball I just died to. Like that, it like moves. Everything's moving. See, and then I was like a frame off from hitting it, but it moves up. Oh, I clicked way too late there. No, I died to the swing copter. I clicked so early there. Dude, I didn't think the swing copter would be that hard. When I was doing a bunch of practice runs, I knew this part would be like the hardest in like the UFO, but I did not think the swing copter would be that bad. The swing copter is actually way harder than I thought. Oh my gosh, this swing copter is so hard. Even if you learn it, like, it's so inconsistent. I don't like swing copter. Why does this have to be right at the end of the level? Bro, this swing copter might be the death of me. I can hardly do it. Alright, I say we just spend like a good 10 minutes getting this consistent until we can do it like every attempt. This swing copter is so hard. Way harder than I thought. I didn't even think this would be a hard part, but this might be one of the hardest parts. It's just very inconsistent. Swing copter is always inconsistent because, like I said, if you mess up one click, then the rest of your click pattern is just cooked. Because it moves, it like ruins your whole click pattern. That's why I hate swing copter. With other game modes, you can actually like adjust yourself, but with swing copter, if you click even a slight second off, then your next move is just going to be different, and then all your other moves are going to be different. See, I feel like I have it. Alright, I say we try to get this to 100, and then we go to an earlier part. And then we do the drop to 100. It's not really a drop, but you can kind of count it as a drop. The swing copter again. I feel like I keep dying to that spike, bro. When I'm actually practicing the swing copter, I feel like I'm not dying to that. All right, let's try to do this because I feel like we're getting to the swing copter. Let's try to get this to 100. 55 to 100, almost half the level. Not really though, because the end screen is like 8%. So yeah. Dude, I thought this blue orb would be really difficult. Maybe without shake, it's just like so easy. Bro, this release into the stray fly is so hard. Let's do this to 100 like 5 times. This stream. Dang, that's a stupid hit. Let's do this to 100 like 5 times. And then we can learn some of the earlier parts. Because I do not want to die here. And I feel like we're going to die to the beginning like over and over a bunch. Because the beginning is really hard. Hope not me the extent. Yes! Oh my gosh, nice. Alright, we got, I guess, the drop to 100. 55 to 100 already, bro. Nice. Alright, let me put that in the title. 55 to 100. I say we don't learn earlier parts, though. I say we try to do this a couple more times. Dude, that was almost it again. This level is so fun, though. I like the gameplay of this level, and it looks cool. And it's, like, nice and short. I love, like, slow gameplay. I mean, this has 2 times speed, but it's not, like, 4 times speed learning. You gotta... And you spend 90% of the time learning. Like, I like this. It's, like, the perfect gameplay for me. I've been wanting to beat this for so long. But I was never good enough. I think before this, I've only gotten, like, the swing copter to 100. I thought the swing copter was too hard and just gave up. I'm dying here a lot. It's weird. That hold is weird because it's the same thing. It's kind of inconsistent. It just matters how you enter with the UFO there. No, the swing copter. I clicked so early there. Bro, that swing copter, I might actually say that swing copter might be the hardest part. I thought I was going to struggle with these parts a bunch, and I'm definitely struggling with this ship, but dude, compared to the swing copter, I feel like I'm just non-stop dying to the swing copter. I think these parts are actually hard, but the swing copter is just so inconsistent. That's what I feel like it is. That's the reason why I'm dying to it so much. Nah, I don't know how I survived that release, bro. Bro, I went so early there. Let's get this to 100 2 more times, and then we'll start practicing parts before. Because other than this to 100, there's not really any other hard parts besides like one part right before this. The part right before this is pretty difficult, but other than that, the rest of the level's not that bad. I think, at least when I played. I'm dying to this click. I just died there 2 times in a row. I'm getting very consistent at this part. And honestly, the shit, Loki. Like, I'm getting to there, like, a lot. I feel like I'm getting consistent at that section. But I'm dying to the UFO, like, into the ship hold a little bit. Bro, this level's hard. Dude, it's already been 30 minutes. I feel like it's been like 10. Dude, I'm dying to this freaking wave a lot. Dude, that wave click is so hard. It's because it moves, bro. A lot of stuff in this level is so hard because it moves. Like this ball click, like all the way on the right. Not the one I just died to, but all the way on the right. The last one before the orb, bro. That one's actually difficult because it moves. I can't see what I'm doing. Like, yeah, that ball click's actually really hard because of the moving objects. Dude, I love this level. I think it looks awesome. I like the song, and it's pretty fun. But I think there's a little too much moving objects. That's kind of what makes it look good sometimes because of the moving objects, because of like the tech theme. But I feel like it's a little too much, like on the gameplay mainly. Like you can move like other structures, but I feel like there's too much moving objects on the gameplay. Dude, I'm dying to this UFO a lot. Dude, no. Dude, I'm dying there like a lot. I'm actually gonna practice it. I'm trying to do this UFO into here. Alright, there we go. Alright, should we start practicing some parts before? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Alright, but let's do this. I think the slope is bugged in the start position because you have to hold way longer from 0. Or at least in the main level. Dang. This part's actually pretty difficult. I feel like the beginning is like the first half of the level is really hard, but I feel like it's going to get consistent. No, I clicked so early there. Dude, that was almost 47 to 100, bro. That swing copper is impossible. Alright. Let's learn this. This green orb you have to hit late. How you do? Hold. Just hold. Alright, bet. Let's do 40. Should we try to get 41 to 100? I feel like we could possibly get 41 to 100. No, yeah, that wave click. I don't know really. I don't know why I'm dying here. This ball. Bro, alright, I should not be dying to that wave. Dude. There's like this green orb and then like 3 other like Q clicks before this are so hard. It's like 3 back-to-back really hard like Q or orb clicks. Alright, I don't know why I'm dying at this ball. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I thought you just buffer these. Do you not? Oh, I guess you have to hit the green orb later. You can't, if you buffer the green orb, you die. You have to buffer the pink orb, but the green orb, you just die. Okay. Part's a little awkward. No. Dude. That wave click is actually hard. So hard. Bro, this wave click might be the hardest individual click in the level. Bro, I low-key just want to play from 0, bro. But I gotta learn these. Alright, this wave is so hard. Dude, it's... Oh my gosh, this part's hard. There's actually way more hard parts than I thought. I knew this part would be hard. The first, like, 20% of this level is pretty easy, but... Dude, this part is so hard. Look how tight it is. It's so tight compared to... And then you have this. I think this is one of the hardest parts. You got that, and then you have to do, like, that. And then this blue orb's so hard. And then you have to click this, click that late, and then you go into that. I say we try to get this to the drop. Because, dude, this wave's hard, and then you got a really hard UFO, like, click. And then, bro, that is... This blue orb, I might die to 100 times, bro. That blue orb is so hard. And then you have to... I have to remember, you gotta... No matter what, you gotta buffer that. Okay. I see. I say before we go from 0, we try to get this to the drop. We already have the drop to 100. So then I say we get 37 to like 50 to 55, which is the drop. And then we can just practice the parts before a little bit. So at least we know what we're doing, and then we'll go from 0. We might be going from 0 way too early, but I kind of just want to play from 0, bro. Dude, this part's hard. I was gonna say, like, when I was practicing this, like, it felt very unbalanced. It felt like there was only, like, 3 hard parts and the rest of the level is easy. But, bro, there's actually every single part in this level is somewhat difficult. Dude, oh my gosh. This part's actually difficult. No. Alright, we did that part, though. That blue orb's so hard. Dude, I'm 100% gonna die this blue orb so many times. No, I clicked that so early. All right, 31 to 64, bro. So we can at least get it in 3 runs today. Be nice to get it in 2 runs today, though. I think to get it in 2 runs today, we have to keep practicing this, and then we gotta get this to the drop like 10 times. We gotta get this from here to the drop very consistent, and then we just gotta go from 0, and I feel like we can get to the drop from 0 today. And then, yeah. And then tomorrow, I feel like we all practice the earlier parts, but also just mainly practice the drop to 100. So then next time we get from 0, we should just be able to beat it. Dude, this part's so hard, though. We definitely gotta get this consistent before we go from 0. Dude, I went so high there. Dude, I thought I was dead there. I don't even know what happened. Yo, what's up, Quack? Alright, I feel like I'm getting a little better at this part, but I'm dying to the next part a lot. No, I got past the hard part of that, but I died to something so stupid. Alright. Bro. We might actually be able to get this in 2 runs today. That would be nice. And then tomorrow, hopefully we can beat it. Actually, we probably won't beat it tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about, Quack? No. No, I don't know that Quack. No, bro. I died to the impossible frame perfect 7,000 FPS frame perfect wave click, bro. Dude, I might honestly try to get this to 100, low-key. Bro, if we get to this to 100 today, we could actually probably just beat it today. I think I at least want to try to get this to the swing copter before we go from 0. At least this to 70, probably. Dude, I don't know. Bro, sometimes when I click that pink orb, I buffer it, I die to Spike, and sometimes when I don't, I die to the Saw. That's actually my first time dying to the Saw. Dude, I went too hard. I'm dying there a lot. Dude, I think it's fixed, bro. I died to a pixel. I think I still would have died, even if it wasn't fixed. But still. Hey, at least it's not as bad fixed hitboxes as freaking Stellaluna, bro. Stellaluna had like the craziest fixed hitboxes. Like one of the last triple spikes of the level just had an extra spike in front of it, and you couldn't even see it. Like that's bad. There was a lot of fixed hitboxes in that level. I'm so surprised I beat that so fast. Alright, Quack, I'll watch it after stream. Dude, I beat Stellaluna in like an hour and a half, bro. I thought it would at least... If I was going to beat it in the first day, I thought it would at least take like 2.5 hours. I didn't even think I was going to beat it in the first day. I knew I was going to at least get it 2 runs in the first day. Maybe get like 60% from 0 and have like 40% to 100. But bro, I just beat it in one day. And it wasn't even like a long time. It wasn't even a long stream. Dang. Bro, I'm streaming right now, Quack. Dude, why am I dying there? I feel like if I click too early on the... I can't even... I feel like if I click too early... Bro, I hate how it bugs on the server. Alright, anyways. See it? Oh, I think it's because I'm hitting the yellow orb too late. And then I just get set up wrong. Alright, I have to hit buff for the yellow orb. Dude. Bro, why? I guess, bro. I'm getting really consistent at that part. No, I don't want to be dying there. I'm fine with dying to the hold and into like hitting the block, but I don't want to die to the next straight fly. Like, I'm fine with dying to the wave click and like the first hold into the block, but I don't want to be dying to the actual straight fly, bro. That's easy. All right, I feel like we're getting more consistent at this part though. No, why? What? Why didn't I die into the stray fly, bro? The stray fly is easy, especially that. Look how open that is. I don't know why I just clicked like way too hard on the last spike. I can't get past that part. See, sometimes I just die like that. I don't know why that happens. I feel like I die to the stray fly, bro. The stray fly is easy, especially that. Look how open that is. I don't know why I just clicked like way too hard on the last spike. I can't get past that part. See, sometimes I just die like that. I don't know why that happens. I feel like I die like that. I think I need to enter, like, jump on the yellow orb late, but I need to buffer it. Like, I need to buffer it late. I don't really know how to explain that. What the heck? Like, I mean, I don't know why. I'm dying a lot to this part. Why does that happen? Let me see. Bro, this part's actually hard. I don't know what... I thought the part before would be hard, but... Dude, oh my gosh. Alright. Oh my gosh! Dude, this part! Goodness gracious. Alright. Yeah, it might be the blue orb. Dang, I can't do this wave right now. That part's actually kind of hard. Dude, I love in this part that little robot that like opens up and you like do a click. Okay, let me get to it. It looks like Bonnie from FNAF. Right here. I don't know why. It kind of looks like a pig. Wait, but Bonnie isn't a pig. What animal is Bonnie? Like a hippo? That's what it kind of looks like. Oh, bro, I feel like I'm getting really consistent at this part, but the part right after, I just can't really do. Like, I'm rarely getting the drop. It's not even because of this part, it's because of the next part. And I feel like this is a hard part, but the other parts are not hard. I am dying to this wave so much, but every time I get past this wave, I feel like I get past this part. This wave is so hard. It's mainly the mini wave. Like, I feel like I'm dying to this whole part. I don't know. Dang. Let's start maybe learning the earlier parts. It's another one of those block things. It's not as bad as the first one, but still. Into the impossible wave. Goodness. Probably this level has a lot of awkward, like, just stuff. I feel like it's hard, but then there's just, like, stuff that's so awkward. Alright, well, this is my fault. I can't even do basic straight fly. I'm talking about that, because you hit the top and you, like, go down. I don't know why it does that. That's RobTop's fault. I don't know what I was doing there. I went so high and then just like spammed, even though I didn't need to. No, I clicked so late on that blue orb. Ah. Alright. This part. Yeah, alright. I feel like we start practicing the beginning parts. This part's not that hard besides that yellow orb. Ah. Dude, that wave is so hard. Alright, here you just spam and you have to do one very fast. Okay. Dude, no. Alright, that's 10 to 45, bro. I feel like we can maybe get this in 2 runs today. Do we say we just start going from 0? I think so. I said we just start going from 0 and see how it goes. No, 37. First attempt, 37. Dang. Brightest died to the blue orb, though, which is fair, but... Hey, alright. 37 already. Dude, that's so random. First attempt, 37. Nice. Alright, I gotta move my mic down here. So then when I clip it, you can actually hear my clicks when I submit it to the already extremely list. Dude, I don't know how I got past this ship first try. This ship's absolutely difficult. Alright, 37 and we have 55 to 100. So I think my goal is to try to get to the drop from 0 today. And then tomorrow I say we mainly just practice 55 to 100 and then we try to beat it tomorrow. But that's if we get 2 runs today. If we don't get it in 2 runs today, then we'll probably try to beat it by the 3rd stream. Dude, I don't know how I got past this whole first try. This whole first ship, it's not hard, it's just so awkward because you have to do some like holds and then like some clicks. It's so weird. I have no clue how I got past this first try. Plus we got past the wave first try. Dude, alright. That's nice, but what sucks is that I'm not gonna get back there for a while. Yeah, I have no clue how I got past this ship. Oh my gosh. This ship is so hard. At least the wave like right after it's not hard, but dude, this ship. And I got past that. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how I got 37. This level's so cool. I just feel like there's some like awkward gameplay that is kind of annoying, and there's too many moving objects. But other than that, it's pretty fun. But there is just some like awkward stuff that just comes out of nowhere that's kind of unfun. But most of the level's pretty fun. I like the style of this level, and the song is also good. right, that time we actually got to wave. All right, 34. All right, I don't know how I passed that wave first try. All right, now I think we had the level in 3 runs though, because we have that wave to the drop, and then we have the drop to 100. But yeah, because we have 0 to that wave, we have that wave to the drop, and then the drop to 100. So yeah, we have it in 3 runs right now. Instead of going from 0, I should probably just be practicing that wave to the drop. So whenever I get there, I just immediately get to the drop instead of dying there 70 bajillion times. And also, I don't have to play the same ship. Bro, I feel like 90% of my deaths are going to be to the ship. The ship's actually so hard. Bro, take back what I said at the start of practice, saying that this beginning doesn't seem that bad, and people say it's the hardest part. Bro, this ship is impossible. The wave's easy, but the ship, oh my gosh. No, 65, bro. Oh my gosh, we just fluked like everything, but I died to the impossible freaking block straight fly, bro. 65. All right, we got it in 2 runs, bro. That was actually way faster, bro. Might actually be able to beat this today, bro. I just gotta get more consistent, get the drop to 100 like 3 times, and then, bro. Dude, that kind of was a fluke, though. We fluked like everything. All right, let's go. 65%. We got it in 2 runs now. We got 65 and then 55 to 100. I said we just keep practicing 55 to 100 for like 30 minutes, and then we can go from 0 again. Dude, that is a fair death, bro. We died to the impossible part, bro. I feel like once I get past that part, there's a chance I beat it as long as I don't die to the freaking swing copter. I would have liked to got to that wave, but hey, it's whatever, bro. Dude, this individual part is probably the hardest part. So it's whatever. But hey, I'm glad we got in 2 runs, bro. I don't even, if we don't beat it today, it's fine. I'm glad we got in 2 runs. But we can beat it tomorrow, though, if we don't beat it today. We probably won't beat it today because, bro, that kind of was a fluke, I'm gonna be honest. I skipped past, like, 2 parts, basically. Yeah, I'm fine dying there. That part is so hard. This is probably the hardest individual part, bro. All right, we got it to 100. 55 to 100 times 2. Nice, bro. We might actually be able to beat this today. I wish, though, because I passed the... I wish I would have got to the wave click and died instead. Because I feel like the wave click is the hardest thing. I feel like where I died was kind of dumb. I feel like I don't usually die to that straight fly anymore. I should have got to the wave low-key, but it's fine. I know for sure when I got to the wave I was gonna die, but... Dude, I got past so much stuff. Dude, I feel like instead of practicing the drop, I should just keep practicing this, bro. Jeez, dude, this wave click. Dude, this wave click's the hardest individual click in the level. Like, easily. Dude, this ball click's also hard, bro. It's because of the moving objects, bro. Dude, that... Why am I dying to this ball click so much? Alright, let's go. Dude, I don't know how we fluked all the way to 65. Now I feel like I'm gonna die so many more times before the drop. Now that we got fluke there, but it's fine. I'm just gonna lock in. Let me sure. Bro, did I have shake on when it was going for 0, bro? There's no way. It didn't seem like I did. Maybe it's because I was so locked in and used to the clicks, like I didn't even notice it, but I'm gonna make sure I have shake off now. Yeah, I'm not doing this ship a lot. This first ship's so hard. It's just so... It's not even hard, it's just awkward. Dang, bro, dying there. That's kind of stupid. I would like to, if I'm gonna die there, I should die to the triple, or not the triple, the freaking straight fly where you hit your head, bro. I should not be dying to just normal straight fly. No. Yeah. Bro, this wave's so hard. I feel like I'm gonna be dying to this wave a lot. I feel like there's gonna be a point where I'm so consistent, I'm getting to that wave like every single attempt, but I'm gonna be dying to that wave so much. That wave's so hard. That's probably the second hardest part, maybe. I think the hardest parts goes the 65 or the 63 to like 73. And then probably that wave, and then probably the swing copter at the end. That's probably the hardest parts. And then probably this beginning ship, and then 5th hardest part. I don't know. 5th hardest part might be the part right before the drop. Dude, that part's just awkward. I don't know how I fluked it. Dang. I didn't know you could die like that. Dude, I feel like I'm dying to that ship a lot, though. More than I should. Yeah, I'm dying to the ship way more than I should. That ship's not hard. I feel like every time I get past this first ship, I should be getting to the wave. Or at least the part where it goes like boom. Like the first drop, basically. I feel like that's like the first drop, and then the part which I usually call the drop is like the second drop. But yeah, every time I get past that first ship, I should just be getting to the first drop. I should not be dying here. Bro, I cannot be dying to the ship, bro. Alright, I think I'm just gonna practice this a lot. Because I fluked the hell out of that. Alright, I'm just gonna practice this, bro. Be able to do this consistently. Like, how did I get past this? Alright, I think I'm just gonna practice as the wave, because the wave is the hardest part. The ship is not hard. I shouldn't be dying to it. I'm just gonna practice this to the drop, like, so much. Maybe for the next, like, 20 minutes. And then we'll go back to going from 0. Yeah, I don't know how I fluked this wave. I did die to it. I have died to it twice, but I still can't believe in the total of 3 times getting to this wave, I got past it once. Like, this wave is so hard. Oh no, I'm dying to this click a lot. I'm way too early here. I don't know how I got past that part from 0 first try. I don't get it. I don't know how I fluked it. Now we're never going to get back there, but it's whatever. As long as I got it in 2 runs today, bro, I'm fine. Dude. Bro, Quack, I'm not even going, bro. Bro, what am I doing? Like, actually, why did I click that? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I fluked this whole entire part to the drop. Like, I actually don't understand how. Now I probably won't even get back to the drop until tomorrow. Which sucks, but we'll try. We'll try. fluke that. Dude, I can't do this, bro. I feel like I get consistent at this wave, and then I can't do the next part, and then when I start doing the next part, I get consistent. I don't become consistent at this wave. This switches. Yeah, we definitely need to practice this to drop, because I haven't gotten this to the drop at all since practicing. No. 77, bro. I died to that UFO click, bro. Dude, that was almost, what is it? 31 to 100? Dude, I feel like I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day trying to get 31 to 100. And then tomorrow I think we try to beat it. I just want to get the wave to 100. Because then once I get that, I feel like I can beat it. Because then I just have to do the beginning part of the level. Dude, why am I dying to this click so much? This click's not even hard. I should be dying to the blue orb so much instead of that. That click's so easy. Dude. Like, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm just dying to stupid stuff right now. And I actually just clipped, sorry. And my mic is falling off. Dude, I hate my mic stand because it just, like, falls off, bro. Like, I have it glued, like, not glued, but I have it screwed, like, completely in, but sometimes it just, like, falls off. It's not even if you, like, hit it. I feel like it just, like, randomly falls off. Like, it's in the same position, but, like, it just, even though it's tightened all the way, it's, like, ruining the wood on my desk. I need to get one that actually, like, drills in. I need a new mic anyways. I feel like my mic's good, but it's not, like, the best. I just want to get this to 100, bro. I feel like once I get to this to 100, I think I can just beat it. Because then I just have to do a beginning part. But I'm so inconsistent with this part to the drop. I feel like once I get to the drop, there's like a 1 in 3 chance I do drop to 100. But like from this part to the drop, there's like a 1 in 20 chance I do it. Even less than that, bro. I feel like I need to just practice this part nonstop. I think for the next like 30 minutes, I'm just gonna nonstop practice this to the drop. And then, yeah. Because I feel like drop to 100, I'm not even bad at. Like, I've done it 2, maybe even 3 times. I think 2 times. But I can do every single part in it very consistently. But it's just this part to the drop. I feel like every single part from here to the drop, I'm just not good at. So I feel like we just keep practicing this until I get this to 100. Or at least until I have this to the drop, like, so consistent where I'm getting to the drop every single time. Because for some reason, this part I'm just so inconsistent with. I can't do this part. This part's easily the hardest part, actually. I don't know in terms of skill if this is the hardest part, but this part's just so inconsistent. Bro, that's such a stupid death. When I get to the drop, I shouldn't be dying there. I should be getting to the impossible shit part. I think I'm not going to end stream until I get this to 100. Then once I get this to 100, I'm probably just going to end stream. And then tomorrow we'll pick up, try to get this to 100 again, and then we'll beat it. Hopefully. But bro, I'm so bad at this part. I've done it so many times, but I just can't get it consistent. That whole part, I feel like I'm just not good at. That's so stupid, bro. And I just died something stupid. I'm so bad at this part. Once I get past this part, there's like a 1 in 3 chance I get to the drop. But I feel like I'm terrible at this part. I mean, it makes sense. I feel like this part's probably the hardest part. Why am I dying here, bro? Like, alright, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I never died here, but now I can't do it. Dude, I'm telling you, like, once I get to the drop, I can get far. It's just, I can't get to the drop. Like, what am I doing? I should just spam through that. I feel like I'm starting to get more consistent at this part. It's mainly just the wave. But dude, the parts afterwards I can't get past. It should be every time I get past this part, I should get to the drop. Or at least like 1 in 2. dude. I shouldn't be dying to that. Dude, no. Dude, I shouldn't be dying to that street fly. Alright. No! I don't know why I'm dying to that UFO click so much, but hey, alright, 30 to 77. I don't know why I'm dying to that UFO click so much. Like, at the start, I feel like I wasn't dying there at all, but now that I'm going earlier, from earlier parts, I'm dying to that so much. Maybe because I haven't practiced in a while. Like, I feel like I'm good at the swing copter, too. I just can't get this part. We did just get to, like, the drop, like, 2 times in a row. Almost. Bro, I think it's definitely possible we can get this to 100 in, like, today. And then tomorrow, maybe beat it. No, I clicked that green over so late. I have like barely ever died there. Dude, I feel like I'm getting better at getting to the drop though. I don't want to jinx it though and then start never getting there. It's still, this wave is so hard. Like, no matter how much I practice, that wave's gonna be the hardest part. But I feel like I'm being more consistent at this. Shouldn't be dying there. I don't know why I've like ever died there. Nah, I clicked so early there. Ah, dude, I like barely died to that click. That's actually the first time I died to that click from 30. I barely died there too. The thing that sucks, you can't see like how you died to it because it moves. I don't like that, but oh, that's kind of dumb, bro. I feel like we're getting to the drop really consistent now, though. So yeah, I still want to get this to 100 though, and then we'll start going from 0 maybe for a bit, and then we'll probably end stream. Unless it takes me like 30 more minutes to get this to 100, then we'll probably just end stream. But if I get to this to 100 like the next 10 minutes, we'll go from 0 a bit, and then hopefully beat it. But if not, it's fine. We'll beat it tomorrow. Dude. Oh my gosh. Bro, that way you click is so hard. I just hate how it moves, bro. If it didn't move, I feel like it would still be hard. But bro, I just hate how I can't see, like, if I'm clicking too early or too late. I think most of the time I'm clicking too late, but I don't like how it moves. I love this level so much. It's actually really fun. I am getting a little mad but mainly I'm getting mad because I suck. But the actual gameplay's fun and it looks awesome. The levels in the song is good, but I just hate how there's too much moving stuff. No, I clicked so slow there. Dude, I'm dying to that UFO. I shouldn't be dying there. That's my first time down there. No. Dude, I'm dying to that click, bro. I don't really click that hold. Dude. That part is so hard. Dang, I don't think I've ever done like that. From hitting that, I don't think I've ever done like that. Interesting. Dude, why am I dying to this part so much now? I'm dying to this green orb and I just died to this Sol? Like, what is happening? I haven't been dying there, like, at all. I don't know why I'm dying to that UFO so much, bro. That UFO's easy. I was like never dying there when I was going from the drop, but now, for some reason, when I go from 30, bro, I'm just dying there. And then I just do it first try, but I don't know, bro. I should not be dying to that UFO. When I'm going from the drop, I never die there. If I do die there, it's to the ship, like right after, because you gotta get set up in a certain way. I never die to the UFO. For some reason, from 31, I'm dying there so much. I feel like I'm just dying to stupid stuff now. I feel like I'm getting less consistent. I think it's already been an hour and a half, bro. It does not feel like it's been an hour and a half. I feel like it's been like 45 minutes. It's already been longer than the Stellar Luna stream. Alright, well, this shows you that Stellar Luna's easier, way easier than this. Because 10 minutes ago on the Stellar Luna stream, I would have beaten it. So far from this stream, which has been longer than the Stellar Luna stream, I don't really even... I have it in 2 runs, but... bro, I haven't beat it. So yeah, this definitely shows you that this is harder. I mean, this is like 150 spaces above, so it makes sense. Actually, I think it's almost 200 spaces above Stellar Luna. Dude, I'm just signing this stupid stuff down now, bro. I'm getting really consistent at the wave part that I keep dying to, but that I was dying to, but I feel like I'm dying past it so much now. Alright, I say we try just go from 0 for fun for a bit, and then we end stream. Alright, we got 30 to the drop like 10 times. And a lot of them were pretty far, like to 60 or 70. So I say we go from 0 for a bit, maybe just get lucky and beat it. Probably not. I say we just go from 0 for fun for a bit. And then we'll end stream, and then tomorrow we're not going to go from 0 until we get that 31 to 100, and then we'll hopefully beat it tomorrow. But I'm glad we still got in 2 runs today, bro. I'm fine with that. I wasn't really expecting it to get 2 runs today. That's my first time dying there for 0. I probably should have practiced those parts for a bit, but it's fine. I'm going to try to get to the drop one more time from 0 today. Dude, why did I just like not click? Wait, I'm going to do a go. We'll do go at 31. Wait, no. Go 31. New best. Will be best percent. We'll just make it like yellow. There we go. Now we got go and new best. Go is at the wave, which is the hardest part. And then Nubes is Nubes. Self-explanatory. I'm dying to that ship a lot. I shouldn't be, but it's whatever. It's the beginning of the level. No, that's so dumb. That's actually so dumb. 48. Bro, that's so dumb, though. That's actually such a stupid death. That's probably, like, one of the worst places I should have died at. Dude, like, look, bro, that's actually dumb. Like, if I'm gonna die to that straight fly, which I still should never, I should die to the transition into it. I should never die to actually just the straight fly, bro. That might be the worst death, I think, ever. I don't think I've ever died to that in start positions. Dang. The wave, that's fair. That's the hardest part. So dumb. Like, what is that, bro? That's not even my fault. That's a bug, bro. It's because I think it's because I hit the green orb too late, so I think it is my fault, but still, that's so dumb. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Dang. Surprised I didn't die there earlier, bro. Dude, I love this level. It's pretty difficult, I'm gonna be honest. But I don't know, because I already have it in 2 runs in 1 day, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not really getting consistent at anything, even after... I feel like it's both, like, 55 to 100 feels like I did it, but, like, getting to 65 was just like a fluke, bro. So I feel like I'm not getting consistent at the first half level. The second half level, I think I have consistent. I'm still probably gonna die there a bunch from 0, but I feel like I at least have it consistent. But the first half, like, what is that? The first half, I feel like I don't have consistent. I just fluked, like, the whole thing the first time when I got to 65. So definitely tomorrow we're gonna have to practice the first half a lot. I just want to get to the drop one more time today, and then we'll probably end stream. And then tomorrow we're gonna immediately get the wave at 30 to 100, and then we'll go from 0 and try to beat it, hopefully. Dang, I just like forgot to click. I need to lock in. I can't be talking. Did I just die to freaking spam? That might be the dumbest. That might actually be the worst death, bro. What? That's like a stereo madness type difficulty, bro. What? Oh, this level is definitely about as hard as I thought it would be. I am kind of surprised I got in 2 runs today, but I feel like going from 0, I'm just barely ever going to get far. Tomorrow I have to get 30 to 100 like 100 times, bro. Or not 100 times, but I need to get 30 to 100 like 10 times at least, bro. Because I'm never going to beat this if I don't have 30 to the drop consistent. Bro, I'm not even dying to this first ship a lot. I thought I would a lot. Like, I'm dying to it a bit, but like, I thought I would be dying to it so much. But I feel like I'm dying to the ship at like 11, bro. The one where you get to hold this part. Like, bro, every time I get past this first ship, I should be getting to the wave. I'm dying to so much, like, stupid stuff. I hope this beginning gets consistent. I feel like I'm never going to beat this. It's going to be the same as Stellar Luna, where I'm never going to beat this if I don't have the beginning consistent. I shouldn't be dying there. Like, that's so easy. I feel like I'm just dying to stupid stuff, and I'm never getting to the wave. Like, actually, in the past 60 attempts, I think I've only got to the wave, like, 2 or 3 times. 3 times, I think. That's not good. Like, it's fine if I don't have the wave consistent to the drop, but I should be getting there at least pretty consistently. Alright, Like, I should be getting to this wave almost, like, every 5 attempts. Like, it shouldn't be, like, every 10 attempts. Or even 15 based off how it's going right now. It should be, like, every 5 attempts, maybe even less, I should be getting to that wave. Which I feel like will start happening once I get consistent. Like, I don't care if I die to that wave, like, a bajillion times. That part's hard, but I should be getting there. Like, and I shouldn't be dying like that. Alright. Dude, I'm kind of tired. I didn't get as much sleep as I usually do last night. I'm still playing good, it's just... I feel like I'm dying to non-hard parts from zero. I should be getting to the wave almost every attempt and then dying there. I'm fine if I get there every attempt and just die there over and over. I shouldn't be dying to this beginning though. Besides this first ship. The ship is fine, but every time I get past this ship, I should be getting to the wave. If that never happens, I'm never gonna beat this. Like, I don't even know what that was. What? The orb just didn't click, bro. What? 52. That should have been a drop attempt. The orb just didn't click. I don't know why I died to that robot portal a lot. Dude, that's actually so dumb. 52, bro. That was almost to the drop again. I could have gotten really far. That's actually so dumb, bro. I almost died before. Like, after the wave... Like, the ball, I don't know how I passed that because I did it, like, way wrong. But, that's actually so dumb. Dude, that's actually so dumb. I'm just dying to stupid stuff. Like, I would never die like that in star position. I would die from maybe releasing too late, but never like that. Oh my god. This always happens with every level I play. Like, I'm not that mad because I don't have everything consistent. I probably shouldn't be going from zero now. I probably should have spent more of my time today just practicing getting 30 to 100. But I just want to play from zero. But still, like, for every level I play, I feel like I never die to the hard parts. Dude, like, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I never died to the hard part. This happens with every single, like, extreme demon I play. I learn it, I get really good at the hard parts, and then when I go from... Or, like, I die to the hard parts all the time in star positions, but then when I go from zero, I never die to the hard parts, and I just die to the easiest stuff ever. I don't know why that happens to me. For some reason, like, from star positions, I'm really good, but when going from zero, it just suck at the level. Like, even that's, like, a kind of bad death. Like, I should be dying to the wave more. Like, I've gotten past the wave 3 times in the past, like, 10 attempts. But I've just died to, like, stupid or just, like, whatever stuff that I shouldn't really be dying to. Like, that's so dumb. Alright, I think we might end stream here. I'm not really doing good from 0. I feel like tomorrow, I just need to practice 30 to 100 more. Bro, I am still surprised we got it in 2 runs today. Like, we got 65 and 55 to 100 times 2. I think my main goal today was just to get 55 to 100, but I did not think we would actually get it in 2 runs today. Think we're gonna end stream here though. We got 55 to 100 times 2. We got 31 to like 60 and 70 like 15 times. And then we got 65 from 0, which was kind of a fluke. But we did get also 52 from 0. So yeah, W stream, I think we're gonna end it here. I'm honestly surprised. I knew we wouldn't beat it today. This all was way harder than the Cell Luna, and I'm still even surprised we beat Cell Luna in one day. Yeah, I'm hoping we can maybe beat it tomorrow. That would be nice. As long as it doesn't take more than 3 days, it's whatever, but it would be nice to beat it tomorrow. I feel like we can. I feel like tomorrow, right when we get on, right when we start streaming, we like get it warmed up, relearn the parts real quick, spend like 10 minutes doing that, and then we spend the next like hour just trying to get 31 to 100. And then maybe try to get it like 31 to 100 like 2 times. Tomorrow I do not want to go from 0 until we get 31 to 100. Or whatever the wave starts in. What is it? Let me see. I think it's 31. Yeah, 31. Tomorrow I do not want to go from 0 until we get 31 to 100. But hey, I'm glad we got 65 and we got the drop to 100. So yeah, we can definitely beat this. Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow would be nice. But yeah, 100%. I want to beat it by stream 3. This was 2-hour stream, a little longer than the Cell Luna one, but that's because we beat Cell Luna so fast. Yeah, we're gonna end stream here. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna try to get 31 to 100, and then once we get 31 to 100 at least once, we might get it multiple times. Then we'll go from 0, and hopefully we can beat it tomorrow. We just gotta fluke it and hopefully not die to the swing copter. Alright, well, W stream. I'll see y'all tomorrow once we do... I'll see y'all tomorrow when we do this again.